Tov, shalom, shalom, shalom. What a special occasion. And so good to be with some of my precious students, Noga and Abigail and Emmanuel and Zachariah. And Yael, I've had the joy of meeting in the hallway and you coming to my workshops. And I don't think I've officially met Ophir and Michael. Which one is Ophir? Michael and Ophir. That was nice, but I've seen you guys around and heard wonderful things about the Israeli students that we have. So it's very, very מאוד מרגש. Wow, so a special occasion and a joy to celebrate with you all and to see you all. I want to reflect on the significance of this moment and this transition with a story from Sefer Bereshit, from Genesis. And it's the story of Yaakov. So Yaakov has the conflict with Esav, deceives his father, receives the birthright, and then he runs away. And he goes with the hopes of finding a wife and beginning a new life. And he has the dream, and he sees the ladder and the angels ascending and descending. And he goes on and he comes to a well. And at the well, he sees the most beautiful woman he has ever seen in his life. And who is it? Of course, Rachel. And everything changes in his life from that moment when he sees the one that awakens his heart in a way that he's never experienced before. And so he sees her and he discovers that they are actually related, and that he goes to meet his father, Lavan. He begins to work for Lavan as a shepherd. And as time goes on, Lavan says, okay, well, what can I pay you for your work? And he says, well, can I have your daughter Rachel to be my wife? And so they begin to negotiate and have a deal that Yaakov will work for how many years? 7 long years, and in return he will receive the beauty of his life. So he begins to work, and he works and he works and he works, and he works very hard. In fact, he says in a few chapters later, when he's reflecting at the very end of his time with Lavan, he says, these 20 years I have been with you, there I was. By day the heat consumed me, and the cold by night, and my sleep fled from my eyes. Tauta moi, eiko si ete ego emi metasu. Egi nomen tes hemerais sun kayomenos tokaumati, kai pageto tes nuktos, kai afistato ho hypnos apoton oftalmon mu. Ze 20 shana anochi imach. הייתי ביום אכלני חורף, וקרח בלילה, ותידר שנתי מעיניי. So hard work, heavy labor, losing sleep, freezing cold at night, and burning hot by day as he cares for the sheep. And yet, at the end of the 7 years, we read the most incredible verse. It says, Jacob served 7 years for Rachel, and they seemed to him but a few days. Why? Because of his love for her. Kai edu leusen Jacob peri Rachel ete hepta. Kai esan enantion autu hos hemerai oligai. Para to agapan auton auten. ויעבוד יעקב ברחל 7 שנים, ויהיו עיניו כימים אחדים באהבתו אותה. And so what we see in this verse is a fascinating relationship between 3 things. Time, work, and love. Time, work, and love. 7 years he worked. Hard work. So 7 years, time, hard work. And yet, what transformed those long days of work and all of the pain and toil of that time and that labor? It was love and beauty. Love and beauty transformed his work and his time. So as you come to the end of your time at Polis, and each one of you has been here for a different amount of time and worked through different programs, different courses, but all of you will have had time where sleep fled from your eyes as you prepared for an exam the next day, or you felt consumed by the heat of irregular verbal morphology, or whatever else it might have been that was the pain and toil of your work here at Polis, learning ancient languages, linguistics, tools to engage with ancient languages. And yet I hope, as each one of you reflects on why you came here and what these studies are about and what it is to open up these texts in the language in this beautiful way, that you will have never lost, and I hope that you will have had from the beginning, always a sense of love and beauty. That there is a love and a beauty in the texts that transforms irregular verbal morphology or whatever the test is, or the difficult work of an ancient language, and mastering it into something that feels like but a few days because of your love and because of the beauty that the texts unveil for you as you do this hard work. Has that been your experience? You've had those moments. If you studied with, I hope it had. If you've studied with Tatiana, I'm sure there were moments where the text, Tatiana is not here tonight? So I got to study with Tatiana, and even then I remember her talking about, Greek poetry or whatever else it was, and just, wow, that wonder that comes over us when we see a text come to life, and when we feel the rhythm of the poetry or the beauty of the imagery. So I wish that was the end of the speech. And we can just say, well, let there always be love and beauty. But if we continue with the story of Yaakov, what happens after 7 years of hard work and toil that were to him but a few days because of his love for Rachel? He comes to the wedding night. He reaches the end, and he is tricked. All that work for love and beauty was for nothing, as Lavan tricks him and gives him instead Leah. And it's devastating. And I think it's actually a helpful story as you transition, because you've worked hard, each one of you is moving on to the next thing that you have, and you don't know what tomorrow holds. Life could throw you an absolute curveball. You don't know if you will continue on the next path exactly you expect. Maybe some of you don't even know what is next. And as you go on from this place, and as you complete this period of 7 years, with all of the blessing it may have been, however many years, I hope it hasn't been 7 years, however long the period has been, life may throw challenges at you. You don't know. You don't know what will come and what it will hold. Some of you it may be smooth and full of blessing, and some of you it may be, well, now where am I and what do I do? And yet, how does the story continue? It doesn't now give long chapters of another 7 years of difficult work and pain. It's about 2 or 3 verses. He completed the 7 years for Rachel, and he receives her as his bride. And to me, this says that he never lost the sense of love and beauty for Rachel. So even though there was further disappointment, there was struggle, there was challenge, he had that deep love and that deep sense of love and beauty and wonder that kept him continuing another 7 years. And so I think the blessing that we have for you as you go is, may you never lose the sense of love and beauty and wonder that the ancient texts provide for us. And whether that's coming from a faith perspective and knowing the one that is spoken and inspired and meets us in these texts, or whether it's just a love for the beauty of the texts themselves and the world that they open for you, may you always be captivated by love and beauty, so that whatever hard work comes, whatever difficulties or challenges may come, you may always come to it with that wonder and beauty and faith. And that your hard work and your labor will be to you as but a few days for the love and beauty that awaits through it. So we bless you all and thank you all for your hard work and the joy it's been to you.